Bark Woof Woof Happy Puppy here, and I'm back with yet another cocktail. This time, I am calling it Wisp Soulgate, based off her her fourth ability, where she opens a portal to the frickin' sun, and I do mean that. I'm gonna leave it a pause here so you can guys see some footage. Alrighty, welcome back from that. So, I think of sun, I think of refreshing, I think of summer like it is right now, or more towards the end of it. So, kind of got some stuff together, and of course, it's cocktails and mocktails. So there is a non-alcoholic option. Unfortunately, I only have enough ice to make one version. So, I will call out when the only ingredient you really will need to worry about substituting or removing is the spice rum. But we have a borderline substitute for that, which we will be using in both recipes. So let's get on it. Now, we could build this directly into the glass, or we could break out a shaker, but honestly, I'm feeling a bit lazy, so we won't do the shaker. Not just because, microphone over here and shaker over here, but this is actually fairly easy. Our ingredients: a little bit of orange juice, a not so good looking lemon, unfortunately. I didn't really get much of a chance to record this as soon as I'd hoped to. Lemon, lime, my actual favorite spice rum, and that is Blackheart. For a while, when it first released, it was on the very cheap side, and went up started I think about $10 to $20 now. But it's actually, again, for what was considered really cheap spice rum, I actually love this one. Now, just for that little bit of health factor, so-called, coconut water. Yep, coconut water, and then some magical cinnamon. Cinnamon. I can't help but say that. I've been watching that baking guy a little bit too much. So, let's see, where we're gonna start. Let's do, I forgot to grab my jigger. I was forgetting something. We are going to start with 3 ounces of orange juice. Preferably, if you can get real fresh squeezed, if you can squeeze orange juice yourself to make this, that'd be great. I always will encourage fresh ingredients, no matter what it is. But in this case, I don't have a decent juicer at home. I probably could find one, and I would love to order that giant cast iron one where you can it's on a lever system, you can just press down and fresh juice right then and there. But I don't have the room. So, let's get a half a lime in there. Oh, don't forget to roll your limes if you're going for juice. That makes things a lot easier. It breaks it down a little bit. Oh, that is juicy. Again, fresh ingredients to make everything better. Beautiful. Alright, so get that a bit of a stir. Just to kind of mix things along. Now we don't need this yet, but we do need our coconut water. And we need 1 ounce of coconut water, right? Yes. Then 1 ounce of spiced rum. Alright, so if you wanted to make the non-alcoholic version, you would just leave out the spiced rum. That would be perfectly fine. That would be perfectly fine. Where did I put my napkin? I had a napkin because there it is. Because I'm gonna need this spoon. So, if you wanted to fancy this up, I'm going to be needing that here in a moment again anyway. You could wet also trying not to make a mess. You would wet the rim of your glass, and this is where the cinnamon would come in. It is a nice little, I'm not sure how to describe cinnamon exactly other than I know it's a bark. Oh, I opened the wrong slot. Normally there would be a better way of doing this, but I completely forgot to prep the glass. So you would do a little bit of cinnamon around on the rim. And then just a small little pinch of it into your drink. Making a mess. That's okay, because I will be cleaning this up. Cinnamon. And then I forgot something. Of course I forgot something. Okay, I knew I forgot something and I couldn't figure it out. I now remember. It is simple syrup and we need a 1/2 ounce. Natural stirring in. As I said, I think I only have enough ice. I forgot to crack that, and I don't want to bend my spoon. And it's actually frozen up. Stand by for a technical problem. thought it was going to go a lot worse than that, but hey, we have ice in the glass. My apologies. As I said, I just completely forgot, you know. I brought stuff to clean up everything after all of this, so it's not that big a deal. But essentially, that's it. Oh, wait, no, it's not. The lemon. Yeah, they forgot the lemon. Go. A lemon slice for garnish. That's it. So, just a quick recap. We have 3 ounces of orange juice, 1/2 a lime. Then we went, where's my coconut water? We want 1 ounce of coconut water. I'm also trying to clean this up as I go, so I apologize. We went then to the cinnamon min. I just can't really see that 1/2 ounce, but 1/2 a lime. Then simple syrup, we have a 1/2 ounce of that. 1 ounce of rum, lacquer. Built in the glass. And that's our lovely ingredients, plus a lemon wedge for garnish. I would say let's do a reveal, but you guys already got to watch me make a mess. I will be barely editing this video, so you guys get to see the whole disaster in motion. And then Wisp Soulgate, a nice, refreshing drink for both summertime or if you're just in the mood. How'd it go? Pinkies out, bitches? Ooh. I like this. You get a lot of the orange. There is that tartness from the citrus, from the 1/2 a lime. That's a nice little, we'll say, back note. The cinnamon makes a lovely appearance. That is a very nice touch. This is a fantastic drink. Cold, obviously, orange juice is. Feeling cinnamon all over my hands for the next week. Even when I wash them, I'll still think about it. I'll feel it. But anyway, I digress. I am glad I went for a 1/2 ounce with the simple syrup on that one because that really helps balance out the citrus on that. Orange juice is already kind of sweet by itself, but I wanted something a little bit more because in my initial making of this drink, no matter what I did, I just could not deaden that citrus. Not with extra coconut water, not with extra spiced rum. The cinnamon barely made a dent. So breaking out the simple syrup was like the best thing I could have done. That really helped bring balance to this. If you are going to make this at home, I would suggest, if you just want a cocktail version, use a good spice rum that you really like. If you're making this as a non-alcoholic, leave out the spiced rum, just remove it, and you'll have something very akin to this. The cinnamon really helps for that. But otherwise, this is a fantastic drink. I do like my drinks a tad sour, so I'm just tossing the lemon wedge in there. at the risk of some copyright infringement from a very old Mr. Foods from TV. Grew up in the 90s. And it was a syndicated show, or syndicated thing that appeared on a lot of news networks, especially the small town like mine. He'd always say, "Ooh, it's so good." And as a kid, he creeped me the hell out. I'm sure he was a nice person, but it's just how he said it made me wince. But I'm quoting him on this one. Ooh. Ooh. That spice rum really adds a little bit of heat to it too. But that cinnamon is what really makes it to me. So, this has been Happy Puppy with another cocktail, Wisp Soul Gate. A drink inspired by her fourth ability to unleash the sun upon her fucking enemies. Roll that bee footage. Bark bark, woof woof, bye bye, toodaloo.